was in this fire in Idlewild, California, and I have 15, 17 people behind me who are depending on me to clear brush and trees. There's a long pine tree that's on fire, and the tree falls. 15 feet in front of us. Fire is all around us.
Stay advised, evacuations are mandatory.
The fire is within tens of feet.
How do we get out of this situation? There's a real threat of burnover. If the fire comes to us and we have to hop into these little foil caskets and just pray to God that we stay alive. The safety of everyone else is up to me. We're not gonna leave nobody behind. So let's go. I have to go cut an alternate route. I have to go stop the trajectory that we're talking about. And let's go figure out a way to make sure everybody is safe.
The firefighter credo. One of us goes, we all go. I play a rescue worker on television, and the courage displayed by these real-life heroes is a lesson for us all. No one gets left behind. These are two stories on the power of perseverance and the power of redemption.
Everybody good? So Brandon, Nyeshia, can you take us back through the circumstances that led you to go to prison?
When I was 18 years old, selling drugs, it was like kind of calling me. It was so much money that was being made.
Money was the motivation. I wanted a better life. Keep up with the Joneses. I was arrested for possession with the intent to sell. I was in prison for 4.5 years. I did some time at LA County Jail, Men's Central, CDCR, Wasco, Chino. I've been around.
I was incarcerated for 18 months. I've seen people hurt. I've seen a girl beat with soap in a sock. It was horrible. Being there made me realize things that I wasted, opportunities I wasted, things I didn't get to do. I never had any intentions on staying in that lifestyle forever. It was always just a means to an end to make certain things happen. I sold drugs to take care of my family. My sister struggled with my nephew, Jalen. When I was incarcerated, he came to see me. That crushed me. I never wanted him to see me like that. And just when he came, how he looked, it upset me. And I couldn't have that. I just wanted something different for him.
When I got incarcerated, I had my daughter Reese. I grew up in a home without a father. And I had always told myself once I had kids that I was not going to be that person. And here I am, that person. I just remember being a disappointment to everyone who loved me. When I went to prison, it was already known and understood that like within 7 years, 70% of us will go back to prison. What's my plan after this? How do I go move forward? How do I go get my life back together?
California faces a shortage of firefighters. It's revealing a critical resource: prison inmates.
I remember when the woman asked me if I wanted to go to fire camp, being locked up and you feeling all bad about yourself, woe is me. And now, even though I'm still incarcerated, I have this option to go out here and go help and go give back. I was gonna be like one of the quiet people so that like nobody would see me. I'll just do my time and get it over with. One of the things that I realized was that I was actually good at it. And they put me in the front as a leader. The cool part about this work is that once you are released, once you come home from incarceration, there is no pathway for you to continue in that career. I spent almost 2 years trying to figure this out. I would apply to different fire stations. I would go out there and go talk to them. I would go out here and PT with them. I was always hitting these roadblocks.
Each year, over 600,000 people return home from prison. Securing a job after incarceration can be incredibly difficult. Many are not given the chance to show that they can be more than their mistakes.
There are 10 million people sitting on the sidelines of today's economy. Working age adults that are sitting on the sidelines, ready, willing, and able to get to work if only they had a pathway to do it. Employment social enterprises make it their business to create jobs for talent that's been overlooked. Brandon Smith was compelled to work on fire preservation as part of his work while he was incarcerated. And so he put himself on a path. He said, I'm going to make it my vocation to unlock that opportunity for more people.
One of my best friends, his name is Royal Ramey. We were at the same camp. We realized that more people wanted to go do this work just like us. Knowing that there is a shortage of firefighters, Royal and I developed FFRP.
Firefighting is a way of life. Please remember that. When you go into the store, when you go to the In and Out, when you out here just in the streets, when you at the Rose Bowl, play the part. You all are really, really out here showing that formerly incarcerated people, that people who have been impacted by the criminal justice system, that they do deserve the opportunity to transition into this work. I guarantee you will see it soon. This shit will change your life.
The Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program, also known as FFRP, is a nonprofit organization that helps the people who are currently or formerly incarcerated in California's fire camps. What we are tasked to go do is go help train and develop the next generation of wildland firefighters. FFRP was the catalyst to help me transition my life and my experience.
It's called the Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program. With the help of FFRP, California is recruiting former inmates to fight wildfires.
I found a way to kind of dig myself out of my own stigma of being a felon. Oh, you think of me as a felon? Let me show you how actually I'm a good or decent person. What I found in firefighting was there was a way that I could give back to the community, and that gave me a sense of worth.
Brandon's transformation was made possible because of opportunity. Across the country in Baltimore, Maryland, Nyeshia also needed a chance at a career where she could provide for herself and her family.
I had came home from prison, and I had to help with taking care of my nephew. My sister struggled with taking care of him. She had picked up drinking really bad, and she became abusive sometimes and violent when she drinks. And for a period of time, I didn't even know, but she was taking some of those things out on Jalen. And she beat on him.
Being abused by your own parent is a bad experience. I hated it.
She wound up fracturing his jaw. The state was trying to take him, and so they allowed for me to get him.
Now I have a new craving.
What is that?
Candy.
It's because you can't have it.
I can't have it.
It's the braces.
It's the braces. I don't like them.
Him being placed in my life has made me had to get myself into a career where I can really make, sustainable money, be able to take care of my nephew, myself. But having a record, it was like hell. I couldn't find a decent job that I felt satisfied with. No house, no car, just starting all over. I went to one of those career centers and they connect me with Mr. Ash.
Nyeshia had many of the barriers, obstacles to success that so many of the folks that we encountered. There are so many people who are shut out of traditional avenues into employment and the ability to take care of themselves. A social enterprise like Civicworks enables folks to, in a fairly short period of time, acquire skills and then utilize them to make a living wage.
How you doing, Ms. Gang? I'm on elderly service, so what I do is just basically safety-proofing that house. If there's any issue or anything that could cause a safety issue, that is my job to fix it. I just felt like I had the world against me, but with them there, it just helped me get my foot on the steps. Food stamps, transportation, Civicworks helped my life become way better than what it was.
I love her, and I'm grateful for her being in my life and helping me out do things, and now I'm back on track to do what I had to do.
I just had something a little bit more precious to live for. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I'd be sitting here in front of you if it weren't for him. Jalen saved my life.
Both Brandon and Nyeshia walked through the fire. But they're just two of the many lives that have been transformed by the nonprofit REDF.
For individuals who are formerly incarcerated, making their way back to work is really tough. What we do at REDF is invest in entrepreneurs around the country that share one common mission. And that mission is to create jobs for people who've been left out. What is it like if we're not known for the biggest mistake we ever made, but instead known for the biggest gift that we have?
There are so many people that are marginalized within society that don't have the opportunity to build their own businesses, let alone build businesses that give back to the community. REDF taught us how to think as business owners and how to expand our impact and capacity.
We'll take this right here, then we'll go straight. I already see it that way.
It changed my life in so many ways. I was so used to always breaking the law and doing bad things, and when I got out of prison, 6 months after I got with FFRP, not even a year after, I was already fighting fire with the United States Forest Service. So it's a blessing and amazing to transition over like that.
REDF supports us in terms of how we do our work, just to improve our overall process and our success rate in terms of serving those in the community that are the most important part of the equation.
The entrepreneurs that REDF invests in have the lived experience of the people they have the honor to employ. That means that they've walked in their shoes. Maybe they've hit a rough go themselves. Maybe they themselves were formerly incarcerated. They know what it feels like when a new beginning gets created, when your community sees the change in you, your family sees the change in you. They want to create that kind of change for so many other people throughout our country.
REDF put a fire under us that ironically, we just can't put out.
There's a quote that says the most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire. Because when someone has a newfound passion, they have a purpose.
You guys is changing the future, not only for yourself, but for generations to come.
REDF ignites the flame. Will you join us and be a spark for change?